I just heard that narcissism, the actual diagnosis, narcissistic personality disorder, got into the DSM 1980. That's not that long ago. That's in our lifetime, Gen X's lifetime. Wow. So, now the reason I talk about NPD, narcissism right now, is I'm reminded that why we will be very baffled by autistic mild and mimicking narcissism very often is the mind blindness. Mind blindness is not being able to put yourself in others' shoes. The whole part about the social aspect of narcissism, of autism, the social aspect that is really difficult for people with autism. And really, it's frustrating because sometimes for people to really try to understand or grasp, we just have to say, oh, he's narcissistic, because that's such a big word right now. For people to finally say, oh, okay, and finally show some compassion. If you say he's narcissistic, you'll be able to get more help. And that drives me nuts. I remember saying it in my book, so many autistic people are misdiagnosed by people, not therapists, not doctors, not the legit diagnosis. A legitimate diagnosis of narcissistic personality disorder is rare a lot of the times, because people with it, they don't go to get help. But for autism to put it in that category, it drives me nuts. Doing this channel, I've always had to be really careful, because people will think that right away. Well, you're saying these things that happen in our relationships and having Cassandra syndrome, and it just sounds so devious and narcissistic. And how can you do that? Because autism, people with autism are really fighting to be heard. They also have Cassandra syndrome. So I just always want to say that and be aware of that, and to really go through all this with love and simple awareness, simple stories, not demonizing, not doing any of that, and keeping positive with it, keeping regulated with it, to simply help each other get more information out there as much as I can. And, I always think it's just little me. I'm just talking about my life and what Cassandra's sisters go through, but I've learned a lot and going through this, and hopefully I can support you. So take good care. I'm off to work. It's Tuesday. Woohoo! It's almost hump day.